Today's big day in the race for the White House. Super Tuesday polls are now open in Virginia about 3 minutes ago, and polls in North Carolina open in less than 30 minutes.
More than a dozen states voting for, including their party's candidate in the general election for president in November, and that's really one that everybody's watching.
Yeah, absolutely, especially on the Republican side. Former President Donald Trump versus former South Carolina Governor and UN Ambassador Nikki Haley. Both candidates hoping for some big wins, with around 900 delegates up for grabs today. And the former president had some welcome news last night. He added more to his lead over Nikki Haley, winning the North Dakota caucus with 84% of the vote. And the Supreme Court also ruled 9-0 to keep the former president on the ballot after a ruling out of Colorado to remove him due to the insurrection clause in the 14th Amendment.
Trump now leads by 230 delegates over Nikki Haley. The candidates need 1,215. So still a long way to go to secure the nomination, even if somebody gets every single one of those tonight. Nobody's going to hit that magic number today, but some big Trump wins could put him within just a couple of hundred of that number. Meanwhile, on the Democratic side, despite there being actually two other candidates on the ballot, no one has won any delegates aside from incumbent President Joe Biden. Now, two delegates are listed as uncommitted. That's because of that campaign in Michigan protesting the president's handling of the Israel-Hamas war. So that's a look at the national picture. Here in Virginia, the presidential race, that's the only thing on the ballots in Virginia today.
News reporter Kelsey Jones is live for us this morning at Kempsville Middle School with a look at what you need to know. Kelsey, good morning.
Good morning, Aaron, Blaine. Well, the polls are officially open. I'm here at Kempsville Middle School, which is a popular polling location here in Virginia Beach, and things are fairly quiet out here, and things are expected to be fairly simple today. As you mentioned, voters are only focusing on their party's nominees for president. So if you plan to come out and cast your vote today, be sure to have an accepted form of ID that includes your driver's license, your passport, a military ID, or a student ID. Now, along with some of the things that you should have, here is what you can expect to happen today. You can vote in either the Republican or Democratic primary, but you do have to declare that when you are at your polling place. For the Democrats, you will have 3 names on the ballot, one of them being President Joe Biden. On the Republican side, you will have 6 options, one of them being Donald Trump. Now, what's at stake for today is over 800 nominating delegates for Republicans nationwide, about a third of the total number. Nearly 50 will be right here in Virginia. And for the past few weeks, we've been keeping you covered leading up to today and speaking with voters, one of them being a first-time voter after becoming a citizen from the Philippines. Listen to what he has to say.
Excited because I'm participating the politics that's happening here in the United States, you know.
Now, thousands of folks did take advantage of early voting here across Hampton Roads. If you are still planning to cast your vote in person, you surely can. As I mentioned before, the polls are officially open, but they do close at 7 p.m. And if you are still in line by the time the polls close, don't worry, you can still be able to cast your ballot. Be sure to stay with News 3 as we bring you the latest Super Tuesday updates. For now, live in Virginia Beach, I'm Kelsey Jones, News 3.